A very good morning to all my dear students. Today we are going to start with a new topic in geography. It is chapter number 13, India, Earth's surface, climate, vegetation and wildlife. Today we are going to do only the half portion, half part of this chapter, and next week I will be explaining the second part of the chapter. So let's start. As we all know that India is a country of diversity. India is also a country of vast geographical area. As at the same time, it has geographical diversity also. This diversity amazes us. The high peaks of Himalayan mountain range in the north are snow covered throughout the year. The Bay of Bengal is in the east, the Arabian Sea is in the west, and Indian Ocean lies in the south of India. The physical divisions are made on the basis of Earth's surface. We will understand them in further video. The north-south length of India is about 3,214 km and the east-west width is about 2,933 kilometers. The total area of India is about 32.8 lakh square kilometers. The diversity in climate, vegetation, language, custom, rituals, traditions, etc., and civilization, and one nation ideology, that is, university in diversity, is the unique identity of India. The physiographic diversity of India are mountains, plateaus, plains, desert, sea, coast, and coastal plains, etc. There are 5 physiographical zones of India: Northern Mountain Region, Northern Plain Region, Plateau of Central and Southern India, Coastal Plains and Archipelagos. The northernmost mountain range of Himalayas is known as Greater Himalaya or Himadri, the middle mountain range as Central Himalaya or Himachal, and the southern mountain range is known as Shivalik Range or Lesser Himalayas. Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak of the world. It is situated in Greater Himalaya or Himadri mountain range. The Great Northern Plain is formed of the alluvium brought down by big rivers that originate from Himalayas like Ganga, Satluj, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, etc., and their tributaries. Mount Everest mountain peak is the Nepal. The Great Mountain Plain is level plain and is fertile with productive soil for agriculture. The northern plain is a flat land and there is more agricultural production, so there is dense population here. The Aravalli, Vindhyachal, Satpura, Nilgiri, etc. mountain ranges are situated in the peninsular Deccan Plateau of India. Eastern Ghats are situated to the east of the Deccan Plateau and Western Ghats are to the west of it. The southern plateau is formed of volcanic lava. Therefore, minerals are obtained from here in ample quantity. Fertile delta region have been formed by rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, etc. in South India. Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers have formed a vast delta region called Sundarban. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are located in the southeastern part of Bay of Bengal and the coral islands of Lakshadweep are located to the west of Kerala sea coast in the Arabian Sea of India. The Indian Ocean lies to the south extreme of India. Daily changes occurring in the atmosphere are called weather. The average weather condition of any place for about 30 years is called climate. It is winter season in India during December to February, and the season is really chilly at some of the northern parts in India. Summer in India prevails between March to May. the weather is really hot, and in some areas in some parts of India, the loo, a dry wind, blows, especially in the desert area. Rainy season of India occurs between June to September. The monsoon winds blowing from southwest direction bring rain to India. Most of the country gets rainfall from southwest monsoons. Rainfall from the monsoon wind is variable and undependable. Much much of the rainfall is received in 3 to 4 months. Distribution of the rainfall is highly uneven. Indian rainfall is controlled by orography, that is, most of the rainfall is caused due to the obstruction of moisture bearing winds. There are no high mountains in Gujarat, so the amount of rainfall is less, as there is no high mountain to obstruct monsoon winds. Most of the agriculture of India depends on rainfall, as about 80% of the rainfall of India is received during rainy season. It is considered to be the most important season in India. The retreating monsoon winds blow from northeast direction over the land, hence these are dry winds, so they do not give rain. Retreating monsoon winds pass over the Bay of Bengal and hence bear some moisture, so they give rain to Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh situated on eastern coast of India. A distinct difference in the seasons is experienced in the climate of India. So the climate of India is called monsoon climate. With this I end my chapter here. Thank you for watching the video. I hope आपको ये chapter समझ में आया होगा, इसकी exercises भी आपको समझ में आई होंगी. If you still face any doubt or if you still have any query, you can write in the comment box and I will get back to you. I want all of you to please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so you get a notification for the videos which are going to come in your mailbox, also in your YouTube. Thank you once again for watching my video.